Ooh, this John. This is a reel I've done before, or not this reel, but a model I've done before. Oh, what is it? It is a 5501C3. So it's going to have a couple of bearings in it, at least. Isn't it dirty? Somebody really used the heck out of this thing. We'll take it apart. Always start the handle. Got to take the nut off of there. The handle's not bent. That's always a good start on these reels. I don't know what it is. People like to bend the hell out of these handles. Then we'll pop that little bitty E-clip. Don't lose it. I keep extras, but you might not. There we go. That handle just needs a good cleaning. There's the handle washer. Back the drag off. I'm going to zip through this thing so fast you're going to be like, slow down. I'll slow down on the rebuild of it. I'll tell you what you got to take off, but I don't go slow on these because I do so many of them. It's second nature. Pull the cap. You got this plastic retainer up in there. You keep that. And you got some shims, usually one on this side. It's like that. That's all you need over there. Take these off. Just needs a good clean, and it wasn't really sluggish or anything. Okay, we'll work on the spool in a second. There's your spool shaft. We'll come back to this. On your spool, you got two bearings. On the palm side of the reel, just unclick that. Take your little hook. Pull your bearing out. These bearings are like brand new. I can tell you ain't nothing wrong with them. Over here, you've got a little clip. Don't lose that thing. Just pop that out. And then your drive teeth with the centrifugal weights. Then you're going to have a bearing and a shim under here. I'll just put the bearings back here and give them some go fast. When I go to build it, they're ready. I don't clean those unless they're really flipping nasty. I don't clean them. Okay, over here, we'll take this palm plate off. I don't know if I'll keep this reel or not. I actually got rid of a couple of my left-hand ambassadors here. I needed a really good quality spinning reel, and our local tackle shop caters to the bass fishermen. I mean the cat fishermen, and they love these ambassadors, especially the ones with the bait clicker on, 6500s. So I traded him a couple of my lefties for a nice spinning reel right off the shelf. This one has the one you can't take off, so we're just going to leave it alone. You can take it off, but you got to use an E-clip to put it back on. We're just going to leave it alone. We're going to leave this reel all stock. Pop this up so you can clean up under it. You got this retainer here, comes off. You already got the level line pawl over here to where you can get to it, so we'll take that off. Hull comes out. Slide the level line. And that's everything. That side is done. Let's look at this mess. Somebody's packed some grease into that. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, I didn't look at the date on this reel. Hang on. I'm going to guess it's in the 90s or early 2000s. '01, '06, 11, 10. So it's 2000. It's June of 2001. The revision 11 of 10, or 10 of 11, I guess it is. That wasn't supposed to all come off like that. Oh Lordy, what have we got here? This one has the instant anti-reverse. That's really a big plus on these reels. It makes this reel worth a little bit more money. We're going to clean that anti-reverse really well. I do not pull it out of there. You can clean it right there in the case. That's all you need to do to this to clean it up. I may have a drag upgrade kit for this reel. If I do, I'll go ahead and put it in there. I'm going to lay it out. It went like this. That may be factory grease, but I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. So your gear, that's pretty much how it all goes right there. Sometimes these shafts get loose, or I can fix them, but if you don't have an arbor press, you're probably wasting your time. That whole plate comes off, or spring plate, I call it. Here's your pinion and yoke. It just pops out of the yoke. This, you can leave it alone and clean it just as it is. Or you can take it apart, whatever floats your boat. If it, for some reason, I'll just go ahead and take it apart. Got this spring right here. Pop that off. This plate comes off. Then your push button, and then this idler lever here. And don't lose your spring. And that's it. Does it get any simpler than that, folks? I don't think so. All right, I'm going to clean it up, and I'll be back. Well, hello, I'm back on this 5501C3. Couldn't clean all that discoloration out. I've never seen one do that before. It's almost like a rust. I don't know what it is. I'm going to put this one on my store for sale, and I'll just make a notation that this wouldn't be a good one to put on your shelf, but it'd be a great one to fish with. I can't do anything about that rust. I don't know what it is. I've never seen one of these things rust before. The only thing I can think of is somebody sprayed that Real Magic stuff on here, and that stuff, whenever it ponds up, puddles up, when it dries out, it leaves a gummy, rust-colored residue that you can eventually get it off, but you try to sit here and just scrape or polish or something. I don't know. Mechanically, this reel it's about as good as you can get. It's really good. It has not seen much use mechanically. So let me see if I can remember how to put this thing back together. First thing that goes on is that piece there. And this goes on. I think I'm doing it right. Did I do it right? No, I didn't do it right. This. Yeah. And this guy goes on like this. I may have something backwards. We'll fix it as we go. Nope, that's upside down. There we go. And it hooks with a spring to this post. Like that. It don't look right. It probably is. It just doesn't look right. And I always give them a little squirt of this ballast. All this stuff stinks, but man, it makes them work like butter. Whew. Some stinking stuff. And you get this little washer on here. This is the instant anti-reverse reel, so you don't have to worry about the anti-reverse dog on it. Put that on there. Make sure I got everything. See, that spring's already flipping come off of there. Come on. I may not have something right here. Well, for one thing, this has to go on there, so. But I can't put that on just yet. Grease that yoke up and then pop in the gear, pinion gear. Then you can grease up the pinion gear. Work it in those teeth really well. And then this, put a little bit of grease on those ramps right there where they meet that. Daggone, what the heck? All right, let me fix that real quick. Get grease all over my oil. It's kind of like that Reese Cup commercial. You got peanut butter in my chocolate. Oh, I got chocolate in your peanut butter. Never mind. Anyway, let's get some cowls out. Oh, I forgot this. We can put this and also a little grease on those two spring clips right there. And it sits. I really hope I got that in there right. I'm pretty sure I do. Let's see here. Sits in here like this. That sure don't look right, does it? Every time I do one, this is a different style one I normally work on. And every time I do one of these, I'm like, did I do it right? That's right. Why doesn't it act like it wants to go together? Yeah. That goes up there. Goes on there. It goes like that. There we go. That is right. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I got it right. Pretty sure. Let's go ahead and get the cowls out. This is your friction washer. I'm not changing the drags in this thing. I'm selling it. I'm going to sell it as a refurbished reel. It's not getting new drag washers. And we'll drop that on there. Okay. I am going to re-stagger the drag washers from where they originally were. Let's see, is that the same? Yeah, they're the same size. We'll put the outer one to the inner now. That's same. I believe it is the same size. Then it gets a keyed washer. And then we'll go with the drag washer. Then your eared washer. Your last drag washer. Your press plate. Your inner sleeve. I've always put them with the D down, like that. And then your cover. Going to give those anti-reverse rollers some oil. And put it all together. Look at that. I got it right. Amazing. Okay. It's a shame that the reels has got some ugliness to it. It's a nice reel otherwise. I thought all that would clean off, but I soaked this in WD-40 all night and it never did come off. I come down here in the mornings. I come down here at like 5 o'clock and work till about 6 every morning. And then I said I'm done for the day. So, anti-reverse is working good. Don't waste a lot of time down here in the shop anymore. And I think that stuff will scrape off. It's coming off in my finger with my fingernail. I still say it's that Real Magic stuff. I've had to do this to my reels in the past. I used it when I was a kid and was not happy with it. I quit using it back then. The pin reel, I've got some somewhere here. Oh, if you want to lubricate your reel between trips and stuff, not like do a whole tear down and clean lube, just use this rod and reel cleaner. This is the best stuff made. I use the heck out of it. Give that a little bit of grease. That's a little too much grease. Remember, left-hand thread. It's going to go down and want to just stop. So you'll have to hold the crankshaft with a pair of needle nose or something. Until it goes on past the little rough spot that they all have. We'll go ahead and put our shaft together. It gets a little bit of oil. And it comes through like this. And this little plastic clip, You think it would go on like that, but it actually goes on what would be upside down. Don't want to pop in there. It's harder to do. It's harder to do after you put the drag knob on there. Drag washer. Drag whatever. I just can't get my words out today. Star drag. A little bit of oil down in here. And your little shim. There's only one in this one. And now I'll give it just a little bit of the faster oil right there. We'll put that on there. And that holds your shaft in place. And then we can put the handle on. Get your handle washer. Goes on first. It cups down so it looks like that. That's the proper way for it to go on. It'll go either way. And put your little E-clip on there. Don't lose it. It'll try to pop on you. Make sure you got it seated all the way before you let go of it. Handle nut. Remember, left hand threads, reverse. Your right hand reel will be normal rotation threads. If you point one of the points on the hex towards that hole, it'll line up just right. Put that on there, you see what I mean? This thing is made like a socket. And so it goes over top of that nut and holds it so it won't back off on you while you're fishing. Make sense? Let's go ahead and lubricate these handles. And that is the main part of the reel. Okay, we can park that for a minute. I went backwards on this one. Let's put the spool together. On the drive side of the spool, it gets brass shim. You'll have to put that in there and kind of work it in place. Like that. And then your bearing. We'll give that bearing one little last shot there to make it go good. And you got your drive plate with your centrifugal weights on it. Then you got this clip. You want this clip, you want the opening to be either over here or over there. Like that. So you have a solid wire across right there where the drive is. Then on this side, just gets the bearing. We'll give it some more oil. And then the cog. Or drive gear, whatever you want to call it. And it goes, you can go ahead and put it on here. That thing fit really tight down over that end. That's very, very odd. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. That's something new, not gonna lie. Also, make sure your fly weights are all the way in before you try to put this. See, it sits on there really well, like there. But as soon as you go to put it in, it gets tight. That'll never cast good like that. It doesn't have to be tight like that. How have I never noticed that before? I don't know, John. I don't know. I've never had one act like that. I need a little small half round file. anything. The smallest I got is this. Well, I'm going to just hog it out. That's what I'm going to do with it. I think it was kind of like had a little edge on it there or something. Because as soon as it went in, it got tight. That's better. Okay. I don't know. I've never had one do that before. This reel's got some little surprises, doesn't it? And I learned something. That's the main thing. Look at that. Wow, what a difference that made. This thing's going to cast really good. Okay, we can move on from that. Let's put the level line back together. So what you do here is you come in from this side, wherever the drive side is. If you're working on a right-hand reel, it would be the other side. And then you put your level line on there. And you'll bring all this through. This has 2 notches it has to pop it into right here. And you got everything right. Gosh, there it goes. And then before you get too far along, go ahead and put your lock on here. It just comes in and goes underneath there like that. That holds that all in place. And you can put your level line pawl in there. Kind of keep your finger on it, spin it till it seats. Should seat all the way down. Then you just put the cap on it. There's not much to this. Ambassador gives you a nice metal cap. Hint, hint, Shimano. Let's try a metal cap Shimano. They used to. Not their new stuff. Now, we'll all that up. We'll drop on there, a drop up in there, a drop in there. It doesn't hurt to put a little drop at the bushings on that. You want that to move really free. And the last thing in is the cover. Go oil these things up. Cover goes on like this. Get 3 cover screws. Don't know what I'm going to work on next. Got to find something here. Kind of getting low on reels. Well, I'm getting low on variety. I've got a lot of bait runners to do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bait runners to do. Y'all will get sick of watching videos on bait runners, but I just started collecting them, so that's what I've got a lot of them coming in. Did a bunch of them back in, well, when I'm doing this video, it's July. But I did a bunch of those back in August. Will come out in August. I'm back to the future here. But what I'm saying is this video won't come out until probably January, late December, January. All right, so whoops, I'm already making a mistake here. Oh, goodness, what in the? All right, that goes in there, and you take, see, it's made where you can, the spool can just slide up and down off the shaft. You can take the spool off, change it out for another spool. You can carry extra spools with you on these reels. But you'll put that in together like that. I always carry the extra spool. I fished with these 5500s, 5600s a lot. They're great reels. But the older I get, I just realize I don't need that much line capacity. I mean, the lake I fished at was a big striper lake. So there was always a chance of hooking a big striper. So you adjust this is the only cast control you got on these reels. You adjust your side to side with that, your spool clearance. Check that out. Let's check the drag. Drag feels good and proportionate. Oh yeah, good drag. Good engagement. Let's see if it will spin. Whoops, I have my finger on the level line. Those are stock bearings. I usually try to get two. Getting about 1.5. That's not bad for stock bearings. You can loosen it up even more if you really wanted to. I'm pretty happy with it. I bought it really to turn around and sell. I did not buy it to fish with. I've got a bunch of these reels. The instant anti-reverse ones are definitely more valuable if you're going to fish with it than the old, non-instant anti-reverse, for lack of a better way of putting it. This just be a good model to fish with. You wouldn't regret taking this one fishing. I can guarantee you that. It's going to fish really well. So anyway, I'm going to go enjoy the day. I got more reels coming, folks. I'm going into, I guess I'm starting into year number 2 here. So, I mean, I never thought I could find enough content to keep going this long, but I hope I'm not boring the hell out of everybody. I don't know how, one of the channels I follow is Second Chance with Dennis Kuntz, and, he's bound to have done 30 of the same reel over the years. He's been doing this for years. I'm new at it. So I've probably done 20 ambassadors of different breeds, but they're all pretty similar, right? So how do you keep coming up with new content? And is there something that y'all would like to see? Let me know in the comments, because this is going to be, like I said, December or January before it comes. December of 2025 or January of 2026 when this comes out. So people are probably going to be tired of seeing the same reels. I'm trying to throw in some fishing content here and there when I get to go. So anyway, this is John, Vintage Fisherman. Please like, subscribe, and take a kid fishing. Talk to you later.